Hey everyone, it's Simone Watson, and this is my first ever book review on YouTube. I am reviewing Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. By the way, this one is spoiler free. I will have a discussion later where I'll talk about all of the spoilers, which I'll film either today or tomorrow. But yes, Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. This book I gave 5 stars on Goodreads. I thought about knocking it down a star because there were some things that I was like, I don't know if I like this. I don't know. But I really had to give it 5 stars. It is so well executed, and yes. And so I'm just gonna tell you a little bit of what the book is about. It's about this girl, Mary B. Addison, who was convicted when she was 9 years old of killing a baby girl. Mary is black. The baby girl in question was white, and Mary spent 6 years in what she calls baby jail, and then she was moved to a group home. And so from the start of the book, she's living in this group home. She's almost 16, and yeah, we things kind of go from there. Um, yeah, so this is interesting. I The book is not what I thought it was going to be at first, and that is why I like thought about changing the star rating. But again, it's so well executed that it has to be 5 stars, and for exactly what it is, this is a 5 star book. I thought it was going to be a drama. I thought it was going to be this like quiet, like contemplative thing that like looks at, that examines like the justice system and the like microaggressions, like little bits of racism that happen in the justice system, and different things like that. And it sort of is, and it does that to an extent, but it also is a thriller. It's a drama and a thriller at the same time. Uh, as you go, like in the beginning, it's like just drama, and as you get further in the book, it morphs into a thriller. And I think that to me is like a feat in itself, that the author managed to have a book occupy both spaces so well. Um, you know, I think I wasn't planning to be like frightened, but it is a book that frightens you as it like kind of morphs into more of a thriller. So it does become frightening. It does kind of go on the border between both in terms of the treatment of the way that it treats the emotions of the main character, the way that it treats like violence and like just generally scary things happening. It does kind of go from drama to thriller, and the pacing of the story goes from drama to thriller because in the beginning it's rather slow paced. It takes some time to set up. It takes some time for like the inciting incident to happen, but then as you're moving through the book, it's getting faster and faster paced. And you might even argue that towards the end it's rushed. Um, I don't even think so. I think everything works the way that it is. The way that it is extremely effective both as a drama and as a thriller. If you think about a thriller meaning to scare you, I was rather frightened. So it does accomplish that, but I think somehow the author also manages to accomplish her purposes with a drama, which is to really take this contemplative look at like topics like mental illness, topics like again the justice system, the way the justice system treats you if you are young and black, and just different, like, yeah, how race plays into it. But that's not the whole thing. That's not something that, it doesn't 100% focus on race, but it does like mention that a little bit, and then it definitely does take this look at things that will make you uneasy the way that a drama really should, when showing you like, here's some things that are messed up about the world, here's some things that are messed up about like, you know um the way that young people are treated once they've been convicted of a crime, and how like they can't really go back. They can't really, it's hard to get back to like any sense of normalcy, if that makes sense. And so our main character, she spent 6 years in prison, basically, as a child, and a lot of that she spent in isolation. And so just the effects of that on her, like that's something that I think was like really affecting. Sorry, that something that really affected me like emotionally, and I was just like, oh wow. So it's definitely a sad book. It's definitely a it's a tough book to read. It's a scary book, and it's a beautiful book. Really, in the end, it's really beautiful. It's really well done. The author was so strategic about the order in which she reveals information. She doesn't just give you all the backstory at once. She's very like, she kind of like, yeah, gives you a little bit at a time, and I love that. I love the way that it's narrated. We do get the narrator's perspective, but sometimes we see little bits of like things that have been written about her, or like, you know, other people's police interviews that give us more information. Um, yeah, so just the narration is beautiful. The narrative voice is like so great. Um, I love like the way that I love the way that things are described. Um, Sometimes gross things are described, but like it's so, it really helps put you in the like, kind of like draw you into the story. And it's great. Like it's really, really good. It's, I love the way things are described. I love the way like she gives you information. She'll just be talking about like some random like rather mild thing, and then like something shocking goes in there and you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, so she'll just be talking about like describing the place where she lives, and then she's like, oh yeah, and there's some dead rats, and you're like, what? That's a milder thing to reveal, but just different things. Um the Yeah, the characters are so complex, and I love that. I love that like no one in this book is right all the time. Like no one is pure, if that makes sense. I don't want to say pure, that sounds weird, but everyone in it is like a human and has dark, like everyone has some kind of wrong thing that they do, and you, I feel like you're asked to kind of examine your own boundaries of like who you think of as the good guy and who's not the good guy, and like they're just a lot of, you know, different things going on there, and there are things that I don't know. It's just there are times where it's like I don't know who to root for here. Can I root for anyone here? So it can be really tough. I love the main character's relationship with her mother. That is so nuanced and detailed, and there's just layers to it, and I don't know. I love it. So if you want a book that's gonna make you think a lot, a book that's gonna make you uncomfortable, but like in a good way, and it's just gonna just, I don't know, like a book that's gonna just like kind of make you question some of your preconceived notions, and just like really a story that's gonna draw you in and like keep you, and is gonna get really fast paced and feel like a roller coaster and all of that. Like I definitely recommend this book. 5 stars. Like again, it's totally 5 stars. It is so beautifully written, and it's just really, really good. So thank you guys again for watching. And oh yeah, I probably did mention this, but because I typically don't read thrillers, that's why I almost ended up knocking it down. Just know, be ready for both. Be ready for a drama and be ready for a thriller if you decide to pick this up. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.